I love it when they call me Big Papa.
That's one fucking nice kitty right there.
Why, hello there.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Hello there. Forever. Papa Warstaff, it's good to see you.
I do have to ask you, Papa Warstaff, do you have the memories of watching The Sandlot every single year in elementary school, like near the end of the year when your teacher is just like, oh, screw it, I don't feel like teaching anymore, let me just put on The Sandlot?
Yeah, I think we did watch it once.
I watched it every year, like at least between grade 4 to grade 12. Every year a teacher showed it. Like at some point, it was usually the English teacher just phoned it in. I still watch it every year.
It's like a Christmas tradition at the Warstaff house.
It's a great movie.
Forever. How are you, Papa? I'm glad that you're having a good day. It seems like you're in good spirits, dropping a couple those. Sorry, I use this I'm not looking away from the camera. I just use this to kind of remotely control things.
It's like his remote control
cell
phone.
And it triggers so much faster this way.
Oh, let me grind while I build this rope. Fuck yeah.
Is there a movie that we watch religiously, like once a year maybe, other than like, you know, A Christmas Story or Christmas Vacation?
So, prior to meeting you, there were movies that I used to watch religiously, and then like we don't really do that together. I used to watch Troll 2 religiously,
which is I'd have to simulate a subscriber.
Yeah. I used to watch Troll 2 religiously. And I used to watch Under the Tuscan Sun a lot and Room with a View a lot.
Under the Tuscan Sun?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a terrible romance comedy movie. I fucking loved it, though.
I don't know if I know.
I loved it so much.
Under the Tuscan
With Diane
Sun.
Lane, loved this movie. At one point in my life, don't know why. What's it even rated? Probably not 6.7 out of 10.
I mean, that's not bad. Let's play a clip from Under the Tuscan Sun.
So not good. I just wanted to like live in Italy so bad.
Ciao, Eb. Are they just clapping?
Yeah, beautiful lady, beautiful lady.
Are you?
Hilarious.
Excuse me, are you beautiful American?
But it does explain like all of the issues Italy has with like, you know, women's rights.
Yeah, we won't necessarily start off stream with that conversation, but Italy doesn't properly understand sexual assault,
sexual
and rape.
harassment. Yeah.
I'm doing great. Just a little tired. Woke up too early. Oh my god, my cousin watched Monkey Bone.
Oh, that was a good movie. It has
Brendan Fraser. I grew up in a Christian Catholic household, so we weren't allowed to watch Monkey Boners. I'm just kidding.
That's not, you got away with watching so much more stuff.
That's true. I grew up on South Park and Trailer Park Boys. Yeah. Monkey Bone. Have I seen this?
I
don't honestly know if I have.
I think I have, but when it first came out.
Monkey Bone. 4.8 out of 10.
There was one summer where I watched almost every single day the Lost in Space remake with the Joey from Friends.
Oh, fucking Joey from Friends.
I got the VHS. So my uncle Keith was subscribed to that like movie thing where they would like send you VHSs
in the mail.
Yeah, in the mail. Like you paid like a subscription fee, and you could order like a certain amount of VHS. They did it with CDs too.
Oh, like Columbia House stuff, where it's like we'll send you 10 CDs and you send back the ones you don't want.
So I through that got a hold of Lost in Space with Joey Fatone. No, not Joey Fatone. Joey from Friends.
Joey Fatone.
And I watched that probably every single day one summer. That and Titanic. Oh my good lord! When Titanic came out, I was so in love with that movie. I was like 10. It was a 3-hour movie, and I watched it like at least like 3 times a week.
I have fleeting but fond memories. I had a friend that when I was playing hockey as a young kid, me and this particular person were friends. I haven't talked to him in probably 20 years. And I would go out to his farm and I would stay for like the weekend. And we would watch all the Rocky movies, all the Rambo movies, all the Predator movies, and what was the other one? There's another series, like an old, and so like we would stay up for almost virtually like 48 hours watching these old movies. Oh, Braveheart we used to watch all the time.
You know, I don't think I've ever actually watched Braveheart.
It's good. I mean, honestly, back when people liked Mel Gibson before he went a little crazy, it was good. I would recommend Braveheart if you can look past the
Mel Gibson
aspect of it. That's just my little tip.
Into this hemisphere right here.
You've never been able to sit through the Titanic Papa War stuff?
Stephen the Crazy Irishman?
I don't know if I've seen Stephen the Crazy Irishman.
Let's watch a trailer for this Monkey Bone. It looks like it's like a Roger Rabbit clash.
Well, is it directed by Tim Burton?
Show me the monkey! It said, well, it didn't say Tim Burton. It said the director of
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Stu Miley is the creator.
Stu Miley is the creator. This Dave Foley.
The man behind the monkey. Monkey Bone is his creation.
I love your ways.
Stu was about to have it all until it all came crashing down.
No! That's got to be one of the most cliche lines ever. He was about to have it all.
From the director.
That background music was in every movie.
From the director of The Nightmare Before Christmas.
It can't be Tim Burton, or else they would say it, wouldn't they?
Well, I think they're about to.
Am I dead?
No. I said
Hiya, boss.
Comes the story of a man whose imagination brought a monkey to life.
This is living.
Hey! Get your fat butt out of my face.
And a monkey.
We've got big plans for that body of yours!
Who wanted a life of his own.
What?
Stu?
Whoa, baby!
This spring, if it screams, If it swings,
Ooga, ooga, da, 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 da.
it's got to be
Drinks for everybody.
Monkey Bone. 20th Century Fox presents Brendan Fraser, Bridget Fonda,
The woman I love is living with a little monkey that looks like me.
Dive, dive, dive!
He's had that. They've dressed him up like that before when he was like a pretend rocker and something. I can't remember.
I'll be right back after I choke my monkey.
I know what. There's a movie I'm getting this confused.
Hey, Paolo.
There's a movie here. Can I steal the keyboard for a second? Because I want to look something up.
Yeah.
There's the movie that I'm thinking of has the guy from Night at the Roxbury. Sorry, this is Chris
Kattan?
I'm thinking of a movie with Chris Kattan. It's something else to do with monkey in it. And that is where my mind is getting confused.
I love Evan and
I
Krissy.
think.
The best Chris Kattan movie is shit, let me think of it before. Not Dickie Roberts. Corky Romano. You guys want some cookies? That Chris Kattan used to be so good when he was like Night at the Roxbury.
Monkey. Oh, he is in Monkey Bone.
Oh shit, he's the organ donor. Actually, you know what? I think he was the one that said we have plans for your body. In that trailer, the voice kind of hit me.
But I want to say there was that must be it. I just remember there being a movie. Oh. It's a movie about like a monkey that the girl from Harriet the Spy, like, I think that's the movie. Sorry, this is like total like brain tangent shit.
It happens. How are you doing, Dan? I hope you're doing well. We were just watching a trailer for Monkey Bone that Papa Warstaff brought up, and we don't think we've ever seen it.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking for a movie
Honestly,
starring Michelle Trachtenberg. That's her
It
name.
could be. She looks like the Evanescence singer in that one picture. Sorry if that's an insult, Michelle. I know some people don't like Evanescence. Because it's my name, and then when they came out, everyone called me Evanescence. I was impartial.
This chick's been in a ton of stuff.
Euro Trip.
Yeah.
Fuck.
There's a movie I'm thinking about her. I'm pretty sure it had her as a kid, and it was like
Scotty
her,
doesn't know.
And like there was a monkey in it.
I've never heard of it, but now I need to see it. Snow Day. That's what Warsaw said. Is that what it was?
Is it Snow Day? No, I don't think it's Snow Day.
Euro Trip was so good. Matt Damon's two best roles are Scotty Doesn't Know on Euro Trip and himself in Team America.
It must not have had her. Frick, that's gonna... Here, maybe I'll just Google movies about a monkey. Movies about... Oh, wait, movie?
Movies about monkeys?
About...
Tarzan.
No,
Mowgli.
no.
I mean, Jungle Book.
Monkey... It's like a trained monkey that like he used to steal. The monkey was trained to steal shit from people. And
Aladdin.
No, and then he gets like separated from its like evil carny owner. He gets separated from his like evil carny owner, and then like this young girl starts taking care of it, and the monkey changes his ways and becomes a good monkey.
He becomes a good monkey, you say.
Steals stuff. I don't know. Oh, frick.
Monkey
Trouble. That is it.
Oh, shit. My sister used to watch this shit all the time.
Oh, I just needed to Google a movie about trained monkeys who steal stuff. Yeah, the internet knows what I'm talking about.
Honestly?
Monkey Trouble. We got there. We got there eventually.
Honestly, I've thrown some really random shit into Google that it has found.
This movie was great.
Monkey Trouble. It's fun getting into trouble. That's not it, but let's check out this trailer. Monkey Trouble has got it going double. This is how I'm gonna anticipate that it starts. In a world where a girl has a monkey for a friend. Wow, thank you so much for that new follow. We won't make you feel on the spot, but absolutely feel free to...
Thank you so much for subscribing.
Yeah, absolutely feel free to join the chat. We just kind of started off with some random chaos. Yeah. We're watching Monkey Trouble, 1994 trailer that plagued our existence as youngins.
Eva Gregory wanted a pet.
This is a rock.
I mean, I'm pretty close with my impression. Ethel wanted a pet.
I'm the best dog in the world.
Her parents didn't.
You're not responsible
Is that
enough
Mini
to
Driver?
care for a dog.
But then a monkey named Dodger dropped into her life.
A monkey named Dodger. Uh-huh.
He's unpredictable. Whoa. Uncivilized.
Ugh, gross.
It's a big fart coming out of such a tiny
And
little
she's
monkey.
got to keep him undercover.
What's up with her?
What are you doing?
Thora Birch, that's that little girl's name.
Because I have to get rid of you.
He's a party animal.
Thora Birch was honestly in some of my
Who's
favorite
born
childhood.
to be wild.
Her and Christina
He
Ricci.
can't pick up right now.
But a man from his past is about to
Oh,
wreck
Harvey
their future
Keitel.
Do you mind if I tuck these up around the park?
because Dodger's
They always
best
kind
trick
of look the same.
Yeah.
Where did you get it?
is Eva's worst nightmare.
Yeah, coffee, cheers.
Ripped off this stuff too? Oh my god! This is horrible!
Now everyone's on this
Now
monkey's tail.
everybody wants a pet monkey.
Let's go!
Oh my god. And everyone's monkeying around. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I seen Monkey Trouble.
It's been so long since
I don't know anything about any monkey.
I watched this movie a lot.
They don't really make movies like this anymore, do they?
No, not really. I don't think
Like where it's like, I don't want to say family audience, but
I don't know if she can play Harriet. It was Michelle Trachtenberg who played Harriet the Spy, wasn't it? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Philip Von Torkington of Torking Landington, how are you today?
But that was like the golden age of like childhood movies.
Yeah.
I'm not just looking back with like
Can I have
rose-colored
the famous
nostalgia
wiener in
glasses.
my-
Like these were legit good movies.
Like maybe there is some things that exist in it that are inappropriate that we're forgetting through the lens of today.
More
but
than likely, for sure.
I think there's a lot of movies that aged a lot worse than some of those kind of, I don't want to say generic childhood movies, but they, you know, the Air Buds, the that kind of stuff, you know.
Philip, have fun suing the Saskatchewan government then.
Yeah,
if
Sask
you,
Power.
Sask Power is the name of our power company. It is all owned by the Saskatchewan government. So have fun. Actually, I would highly encourage you to sue the Saskatchewan government. I would love that a lot.
Yeah, so we are actually one of the few places left that have what's referred to as crown corporations, meaning that a large portion, it used to be 100%, now it's 51% of the natural gas company, the power company, the water company, the insurance company,
a bunch of other companies.
Yeah, they're partially owned by the government. And I know that initially that might strike some people as like, holy crap, that's
no good.
Communism.
But it actually is. It is okay because it means that we have like affordable access to this shit.
We have 1 million people in a landmass larger than where most of you live, in your countries, and we're a province in a country. So when it comes to cell phone connectivity, internet, you know, like what we deem essential services, investments had to be made into the province that weren't necessarily driven by the capital return at the moment,
It
because it was for the greater good
of the people.
of the people.
Now our government is selling those off so that it can make profit.
Yes, they are selling off bit by bit portions of it, and as the costs of everything keep climbing, even though they're making record amounts of money from selling these things, they can then blame it on someone other than themselves, even when it's their fault.
What really gets me is they still blame the NDP from like 20 years ago for shit, and it's like, dude, you've been in power for like 20 years. If you have anybody to blame for anything at this point, it's you. You can't blame the NDP anymore for stuff.
Yeah.
But
we digress.
We digress. Let's not get into that this
Jason
early.
still doesn't have power.
Oh.
Mr. Lev. Okay, let's catch up on, we got Skazi Boy. Or no. Okay, here we go. Our government sold all of those things. Looks like, wait, Jason, I got stuck in an hour-long conversation with coworkers, so I've satisfied my socialization quota for the month. Philip says that...
we got a heist from Slovenia.
Oh, well, hi from Slovenia, Violetta.
What a beautiful name.
We are in Saskatchewan, Canada, the middle of the middle, the big rectangle. Our cat would normally be on screen, but as you can see, he's decided to sleep behind
Jinjee.
He's got his head nestled in to a bag there. Otherwise, we generally like to show him off. He's our little fuzz boy.
Our turd face McGee.
Fuzz boy.
Jinjee. Oh. He opened his eye when I said his name.
Here, I'll make this smaller. Sorry, I was just catching up on some chat we missed. Dan! Mrs. Lev just got called back out for offering a job. That a 1 hour interview. My God, I'm getting anxiety just thinking about it. Jason doesn't have power right now. I said on Discord today. We woke up with power, thank God.
Yeah, yesterday we didn't though.
But Jason's like, I don't have power. And that sucks. Are you being hit with that giant heat wave right now, Jason?
Yeah, yesterday we woke up and he's like, why is the fan off? And I was like, didn't you turn it off in the middle of the night? And he's like, no. And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure you turned it off in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I didn't.
I was like, what? Also, Skaz is watching from the background, so we'll give Skaz a wave. Hello, Skaz. Mr. Florida. Mr. Flowrider. To say words in the chat. Violetta is a very nice name. I like that name. We lived on a street, Isabella.
We lived on a street. We did live on a street.
Isabella and Adelaide. And there was another street name. I thought that was a pretty name. I think
it was just those two.
I will spend the night at work. Okay, I have to make an appointment. War staff, thank you so much for being here. Much love to you.
Jason, it's 29 degrees Celsius. That is hot.
That's too hot.
That's hot.
That's too hot to trot, bro.
I don't like that.
I love it when they call me Big Papa.
Big Papa.
Let's check our weather. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air. No, I just had to call and schedule it. Oh,
it's
nice.
It's nice right now. It's 19 degrees.
So we're going to get up to about 25. The nice thing for us has been in the evenings. It's been going down to roughly like around that 10 degrees Celsius. You can convert it to freedom units yourself.
My cauliflower plants are enjoying it. So that's nice.
So sleeping, it gets warm and then it gets cool. Usually at this time of year, we're experiencing like 30 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius with the evenings in like the 25s.
So yeah, like while the world has been on fire, it's been pretty nice and chill.
Yeah. It gets up to 40-ish through August and September. Oh, so maybe we are like we've heard tale. We've heard tale of August is supposed to get hot again. Yeah. But I'm kind of banking on hopefully we're like in this little funnel where the smoke from all the wildfires goes around us, and we're in like this perfect little window.
You know, the tree leaves have kind of like, some of them have changed color. The birds are acting weird. Like there's a pair of cedar waxwings that have started making a new nest in our backyard. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Violetta says in Slovenia the weather's crazy too.
We should look up what Slovenia is like, because I don't really know a lot about Slovenia.
What is the capital of Slovenia? I don't really know how much I know about Slovenia. There you go.
I don't know how to say that. Ljubljana?
I was not even aware
I don't know how to say that without
uh,
sounding probably very rude, and I'm sorry.
I wasn't aware that
Ljubljana.
was. Let's see how or TTS says it.
Ljubljana.
Well, thanks TTS. It's shaped like a chicken.
It's shaped like a chicken?
Yeah.
Slovenia is shaped like a chicken?
Where's maps here? Slovenia is shaped like a chicken. I like that. I would love. Okay, try again.
Ljubljana.
Ljubljana. So it's honestly, if you asked me to even find it, I'd know it's in Europe. Does that count? Make this a little smaller. Slovenia. Beautiful.
Let's look up what's the main like you know how poutine is like the main Canadian dish, right?
The main dish of Slovenia.
Yeah, what's the
main
I knew it was in Europe, and that's it.
dish of buckwheat is a staple in Slovenia. It's served in many ways. It's used in bread, stews, and a side dish, porridge, and spoon dumplings because it is plentiful and nutritious. It is often combined with meat dishes. The national dish of Slovenia is very special and combines spooned buckwheat dumplings with veal. Interesting.
You know, I don't really like veal.
I've never actually had it.
I have. I don't like the texture.
Really?
It's too soft, too mushy. I like my meat to have a little. I want to know my meat lived a little bit of life, and it offers a little resistance when I bite into it.
Well, potica. Actually, let's check out.
Oh, is that a dish? Potica?
I just wanted to check what you are experiencing for weather in your major center.
Veal sausages are really nice. I will have to take your word for it.
Veal sausage. I've never had veal.
I've only had veal cutlets before.
Oh yeah, looks like it's gonna get pretty intense for you there, Violetta.
Hail and thunderstorms.
Well, make sure you batten down the hatch. Is that what is that from? Batten down the hatches? Is that a pirate thing or like on a boat?
I have no idea. Probably.
I'm on a boat.
Novo Mesto. Look up.
Novo Mesto.
Novo Mesto.
Novo Mesto, Slovenia. You have much. I mean, that's a beautiful picture.
It is a beautiful city.
You have like a protectionary moat around you. Like if someone tried to invade, you just have to get rid of this bridge and Novo Mesto. Interesting. I mean,
it's an old castle. That would make sense.
We have some ridiculous named places, but yours at least sound very like Novo Mesto.
Like cultured.
Yeah.
We have places like Moose Jaw.
Wow. Yeah, this is, we'll show you what comes up when you Google where we're from. Moose Jaw!
So this is the city we were born in.
Which, like you said, where you're from looks like a chicken head. Where we're from is supposed to look like a moose's jaw.
Yeah.
Where is the moose? There he is.
Ah, yes, Mac the moose.
Mac the moose.
We were trying to compete with what was it? Finland, Norway. They had
Norway. They made
this beautiful like metallic elk. And
look at that moose, baby.
And we were just like, oh no, how dare you try to have a bigger elk type animal than you? And so then we added bigger antlers on ours.
And it's it's like why would you even do that?
Why polish a turd?
What are you talking about? You know,
it's not an impressive moose. It's big, but it's
What? What?
it used to have testicles that they removed because it got vandalized too much. Do you remember that?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
when we were children, the bull was anatomically correct,
It was, and
or
then,
the bull, the bull moose, we'll call it. Why polish a turd when you can roll it in glitter? I mean, really. Yeah, so it people kept spray painting the genitalia, and so they removed them.
Yeah.
I love Canada. It's my only place on earth I want to travel to.
Where in Canada would you like to travel? Because there's a lot of different things to see that in this big country.
Yeah, a lot of people, when they think of traveling to Canada, they
pull up a nice.
They think of like more like 2 or 3 areas.
Yeah.
So
No one ever wants to come to where we are.
audio.
Calgary sounds nice.
Calgary.
Don't go to Calgary.
Only if you say it right. Calgary, Newfoundland. Yeah, that's one of them. So
I would love to go to Newfoundland.
yeah, so this is where we are, right in this
that big old square.
this rectangular.
Yeah.
How are you, lay audio? Also, Violetta, just to let you know, we do have a bunch of different commands if that's your thing. We have.
God, I could put this in my body.
We got a bunch of different commands, and we also have a Discord. If you're interested in chit-chatting outside of stream and stuff, it's just kind of where we all mess around. But yeah, a lot of people think about BC.
BC is really nice, though.
Kind of this Niagara Falls area.
Yeah.
And
Quebec.
Kind of Quebec, because this area would probably have the most
history.
Yeah,
like old. I've heard a lot of people say that Montreal reminds them a lot of Europe, like old Europe. You're not gonna find that out here in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, like the European history is more in this area.
Cobbled streets and a lot of the settlements back there do go back to some of the original settlements of people coming over here versus out here on the prairies when people first came out here to settle. They were building temporary structures. So most of the permanent structures that have been built within the last 70 years, I would say.
Yeah, and so it's we have kind of a different area. I like to go where there are not a lot of people.
You can come out to Saskatchewan.
You come out to the place where there's no one. The one thing that Canada, though, we've always been stuck to is we've always had to pay our taxes to the royal.
The cheese tax, the cheese tax. You gotta pay the cheese tax every time you're cooking. When the cheese comes out, this puppy comes looking. The rules are the rules and the facts are the facts. And when the cheese drawer opens, you gotta pay the tax.
There was just a couple of things that kind of came up over yesterday and today. We thought we'd talk about before maybe we bring up the different Discord memes. Yes. We did touch on this the other day that if you remember Jason Aldean, that country singer, neither of us are particularly country fans.
Like at all.
But
there's a few songs I don't mind in regards to country music.
Yeah.
Few and far between.
So the song that came out was called Try It in a Small Town, and it had, people were finding kind of racial undertones and, pro-gun, like just a very strange choice of lyrics.
Yeah.
Now, the other problem is apparently, from looking at this, the music video was filmed in front of a particular
New
courthouse.
donation from Mr. Levity. Super well.
Oh,
Super
thank you,
well.
Mr. Levity.
Give Jinjee's awesome but a big pat strokey for me.
Okay. Let's we're gonna pet that Jinjee butt for Mr. Levity.
Jason said, I don't think this song was meant to be pro-lynching. It was pretty standard conservative revenge fantasy. Yes, but, like, there's just so much about it that is, like, if you read between the lines, it is very...
Yeah, what I was just about to say was they filmed the video, Jason, in front of apparently a very charged area. Oh, there goes Jinjee. So this courthouse, which one is it here? Yeah, I'm not. So what we've said is we don't think that, it was like it was intentionally made in a way to support these things.
My name's Jason, and
I think there was maybe a little intent, but it was like...
I think it was kind of like just more out of, just not being culturally aware of what those things might...
It was probably ignorance.
Yes. So this Maury County Courthouse in Columbia, Tennessee, was actually, there was somebody lynched there in a very inhumane way. And that's where they filmed it in front of. And then during a part where he's referring to, disrespecting cops and disrespecting the flag, they have the Black Lives Matter protests playing in the background. So not necessarily, it could be the instance where, the person making the video was different than, like, say, the person who makes the cover of a book isn't necessarily the artist or the writer of the book. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It could be that particular interpretation, and there could be undertones in there. We're not saying for sure. It's just mainly that it's not very socially aware. And if anything, the problem is that when someone comes out and says, to a large...
New donation from someone.
Oh,
Kitty.
Thank you. Thank you, someone.
Thank you, someone.
Kitty. Thank you so much.
He's making biscuits, right, Mia? Oh, you're making biscuits.
Jinjee.
He's making your biscuits. The blanket I have on my lap is like his favorite blanket. Yours.
Here, I'll adjust the...
Oh, yeah, you make biscuits.
I'll adjust the camera. Little wombus. Jinjee, little wombus. Jinjee. Mr. Jinjee boy. Move the microphone. It's kind of a weird place to set it down. Right under where I'm sitting. But yeah, it was mostly just the update to what we had talked about the other day was that the country music network or channel, they actually took down the music video because of when all of this stuff started to come out. And basically, it's backfired in a certain sense that, like, Sheryl Crow has come out saying, I'm from a small town. Even people in small towns are sick of violence. There's nothing small town or American about promoting violence. You should know that better than anyone, having survived a mass shooting. This is not American or small town like. It's just lame. So it's interesting to see the supposed backlash or the woke canceling is not, it's part of his community as well, saying this, you definitely.
What's interesting to me is And you see this in Canada too. In a lot of small towns, you create this idea of like being fearful of the big city. And so therefore, if any violence happens in a small town, it's reflective of that, of, you know, the big city, when in reality it's not. Like, for example, the town that we live by, people are always really up in arms because like there's been some issues with some break-ins in some houses, and they get really angry at the fact that there's
Hey, Wampus. Don't bite.
like there's just like there's a lot of, how do I say it? There's a lot of casual racism in the province that we live in, and people are very want and eager to blame poor people for any issues that arise, and instead of dealing with
Are you looking?
I try to like talk about something that's like really important, and then the cat, it's not actually not that important, because let's face it, I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, basically we make moralistic judgments on people, and it's not good. We shouldn't.
Yeah. Uh-oh, he's making biscuits. Guys, he's making biscuits. Make a short. Why you make biscuits? I'm so sorry that
No, it's okay. You know, actually, this is probably the best way to deliver economic policy advice, is like, you know, with a cute cat making biscuits. My advice means anything to anyone.
Yeah.
Or my opinion.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye. Did you see the Hunter Biden thing? No.
About cocaine or tax evasion or which?
With MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene? What? Wait,
Oh
what?
my
what?
God.
Wait, what? What? No, I didn't. My first assumption is that there was some sort of hooking up thing. I don't know.
Ollie tries to dig up solid wood floor sometimes. He's an idiot.
Did they ever find out who that cocaine in the White House belonged to? Just look it up. Here's what I find really interesting about the Hunter Biden is, yes, he is the son of the president, but also at the same time he is a private citizen, and the conservatives love to focus on him, and it just is weird.
Marjorie Taylor Greene rebuked for displaying nude photos of Hunter Biden at hearing. Democrats immediately condemned the far-right Georgia representative for showing explicit images she claimed to be of Hunter Biden in the White House Oversight and Accountability Committee hearing. So the Republicans have been screaming about Hunter Biden's dick pics. So she showed the dick pics.
Okay, here's the thing. There is nothing wrong, explicitly wrong, with taking naked photos of yourself. It's weird that somehow she got a hold of them and then decided that there should be evidence in a House hearing about him. What the fuck?
She sent them to her entire email list too, which probably included sending them to children.
Oh, so she pulled a fucking Colleen Ballinger.
In an effort to own Hunter Biden, they're assembling nude photos of him, having some intern have to sit in a room below the... That's what I was just about to ask. Did they present them? Because you can't just hold up like an iPad. She must have put them on poster boards, in which it says, they had an intern blow them up and put them on a poster board.
Ugh.
What, the fact that she is elected anywhere shows just how
I hate this woman so much.
Her and Lauren Boebert, and that, like, just some of them are just losing it.
Like, the amount...
If she doesn't, like, what even happened with fucking that George Santos? Is he, like, is he just allowed to still be governor?
He's not a governor. He's like
or whatever?
Representative.
Oh, yeah, in the House of...
Jason.
Oh yeah, considering she was found to be having affairs with literally like every gym instructor she'd ever had.
Also sexing who's the House representative?
Oh yeah, it was assumed that she was sleeping with McCarthy?
Yeah, that's his name. Like this woman, like just like actually, you know, encountering news about this woman is a really good way of just like, you know, dealing with internal anger and then just learning to let it go.
What I will say is like, hopefully it's not like, I don't even know. Hopefully it doesn't become something that they try to do to others. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just bring pictures of penises into like the, I'm just so good.
Yeah. I dislike this.
Yeah, I don't get how she became an elected official, and honestly, it should be double checked.
Just a little horse
She makes me sick to my
on
stomach.
cocaine.
What is it? Philip Talkington. There's cocaine in it.
I have cake.
I'm fine for cake, Mrs. Doyle.
Are you sure, Father? There's cocaine in it.
Oh, cocaine?
Oh, no, not cocaine. What am I on about? No, I meant, what you call them? Raisins.
Raisins. Yeah, I can't tell if she's ignorant or stupid. I think she
I don't know.
willfully misrepresents the truth in order to spin it to whatever she needs it to work for her the best.
I think she's just like,
she's a grifter.
she's trying to get ahead at any cost.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter whose neck she steps on, who she, you know what I mean? Like, there's just a lot of people like that.
She will, forgive my crassness, suck whatever dick she needs to suck to get ahead.
There's a lot, I mean, it's that kind of get your bag world we live in, right? Where it's like, it's, people are, like, it's, people are willing to basically debase themselves or any moral fiber holding them together simply to succeed, because we've created a world where it's better to be ashamed of yourself than it is to be perceived as poor.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. The more you bullshit, the more you succeed.
I thought she'd say coconut. It's politics. The more you bullshit, the more you succeed. It's the same here. Yeah, it's funny because everybody goes, well, why doesn't this really nice person run for president? Well, because really good people couldn't possibly imagine having those jobs. You know what I mean?
I would say probably the nicest person who
Prime
ran for
Minister's
president.
health advisors is a Herbalife rep, and his girlfriend's a Playboy bunny. We have, in our province, we have people in charge of education and health that have literally no background experience in education and health.
One thing that really makes me laugh is Maxime Bernier, who's the leader of the PPC, which is the very far right party here in Canada. He used to be part of the regular Conservative Party, but the reason he got kicked out of the Conservative Party is because he had spent a night in a hotel room with a hooker and left top secret documents in the hotel room with her.
Yeah.
But so they kicked him out, and now he started an even further right-wing party.
I do not like how I have this camera right now. It's got too much of me. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's just people, it's kind of like the whole reason people elected Donald Trump, right? They say, well, a business person knows about business and our country's having bad business problems. Business people do not take into account the welfare of others and happiness. They look at bottom dollar, and they're the ones who say, oh, well, if you do less of this, you can make me more money.
Well, and something else that's really funny to me too is, can we move on to memes?
Yeah,
I just want to say this
couple
one thing.
more things.
The one thing that I want to, it's ironic to me that conservatives are the ones who are out there doing all the weird sex, yet they're the ones who want to police people doing sex the most.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
They're like, it's like they have to keep it a form of taboo, or they they want to do it.
Like, I bet part of the reason why Marjorie Taylor Greene felt the need to show those pictures is because she got off to it, and then to like get rid of the guilt she felt for getting off to it, she had to like expose it to the world.
It's like that. So our last prime minister was in jail a few years ago for crimes against the country, and he's still so our premier drunkenly murdered someone with his vehicle and got elected.
Yeah.
And
he just got given the premiership after
that's
the
true.
original.
He wasn't even
premier
elected.
Decided halfway through his term that screw this.
But
shit's gonna come to light soon about how I've been ball and cupping things around.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing though we can all kind of rally behind though is we aren't as pathetic in the past as we thought, because there may have been some mammals that hunted down dinosaurs for dinner as opposed to the other way around. A new study suggests that mammals may have actually preyed on dinosaurs several times their size and didn't just scavenge the ones that were already dead.
So would this be like Wolverine energy?
Well, as far as I know, a lot of the mammalian creatures from back then were like weasels and stuff, weren't they?
So like I'm thinking the Wolverines are like what exist in like the far north, and they are crazy, right? Like the crazy little badgers, Wolverines? Yeah.
So this image provided by the Canadian Museum of Nature shows an entangled dinosaur and mammal skeleton. The scale bar equals 10 centimeters. The unusual fossil from China suggests some early mammals may have hunted down dinosaur meat for dinner. The fossil shows a badger-like creature chomping down on a beaky dinosaur 3 times its size. The research was published Tuesday, July 18th, 2023, and adds to the growing evidence that even when dinosaurs ruled the earth, some mammals were biting back.
Yeah, it does make like birds are dinosaurs, cats are mammals, so it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of like little doggies hunting like a dumb bird.
It kind of adds to that mammals, not just humans, but mammals in general, our way of succeeding or progressing through future is with others. You know what I mean? Like, we can't do it alone. I mean, this guy apparently did, but it sounds like it was more like a tackled him into a tar pit situation. Yeah. I'm taking you down with me. We just thought that was a fun little tidbit, kind of like I thought that this was funny. So in the 90s, if you know what that is, this person was online for 20 hours and triggered an email response from their internet service provider. So they were connected to dial-up for 20 hours straight. And because of doing that, they looking back through their emails, December 18th, 1998, they found an email saying, thank you for allowing networks to provide your internet. I am writing because when checking our system this morning, I noticed your account logged in for over 20 hours. Our service is unlimited, but we ask that you actually be using the connection while logged in. This has not been the case on occasion with your account. So basically,
Jason wants to know what service this was.
It actually says it a little lower. So what I will say is the gentleman who received this email wasn't your average person. They had actually purchased a secondary phone line to be just for the internet, which some families did, so you could still use the phone. But there was specifically for email, and it was set to do a send and receive on a schedule, so it wasn't connected all the time. It wasn't sending data all the time, but it was connected all the time. So down towards the bottom here, it says it wasn't AOL.
Say in the email? Networks?
Yeah, it says networks, CompuServe. Yeah, that makes sense. When the person posted it to the internet, a bunch of people came out saying, "Oh yeah, I worked at a place that did that to people." How long was the power out for? Oh no, it was back after lunch. We were outside messing around, and then
I did gardening.
Yeah, and then we heard the fan come back on. I can't remember
"Oh."
exactly which time it was. It was later than I expected. Because all they had to do was literally take a really long pole and reconnect the breaker.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was technology. Oh no, this particular person is still a founder. But when they reached out to him for his thoughts on it, the guy that sent the email, he's like, who the fuck cares? He's like, things have changed so much in 2023 compared to 1998. Not sure why anyone cares about this. And I just thought it was funny, right? A world where 20 hours of connection triggered an email, not just from customer service,
but from the
president.
CEO, yeah, the president.
Right? I just thought it was kind of a funny little blast from the past, just to lead us into a dystopian future where Nova Scotia has a $36.99 double meat coastal style shellfish sandwich.
Here's the thing, I don't think I would ever want a seafood sub.
Well, that's the rule.
I guess that's like a po' boy.
The rule is, and I learned this from my cousin, when you go to Subway or a restaurant that isn't ice cream, do not eat anything served from an ice cream scoop. So if it's tuna or like seafood salad or egg salad and they serve it in an ice cream scoop, you can't eat that. It's not going to go well for you.
I will say, though, this advice is also coming from a man who went to a Brazilian steakhouse and ordered seafood pasta.
Well,
just saying. Just saying.
Are you trying to
he got the
insinuate...
lobster ravioli when we were at a Brazilian steakhouse.
Are you trying to insinuate I'm some kind of fool?
I just think it's a little bit weird.
I've had the radizio before, which is their like meat on a sword.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hadn't had the pasta fasul. I wanted it. I'll eat a seafood sub with Jason and Jinjee. I'll take your mom out for a nice seafood dinner and never call her again. But yeah, I thought that was crazy because Subway is not worth barely 6 inches for $13.99.
No.
Like, come on.
It must be like locally sourced lobster.
I think they're forgetting that they had a big scandal in the way back with Mr. Jared that they think that they can charge this much for a sub. Nothing at Subway is worth this much unless it's like a platter feeding a family of 7.
John Oliver taught me not to get Subway anymore.
Yeah, I'll give you 3 inches for free. When we were kids, I don't know actually if you remember this or if it was in other places, but you could get the kids sub, which was actually a round bun. Like not a hamburger bun, but
like a bun?
As
like a bap?
As Miss Letter E from Manchester would call it.
A bap.
He'd call it a bap. And to that I would respond, What?
What? What? What? What? What? What? What did you say? What? 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 What?
Are you trying to get me a bop? We got 2 more things that we thought were interesting before we looked at the memes. Tupac Shakur. Tupac. Obviously, if you didn't know, spoiler alert, he was shot in Las Vegas to death. And in 1996.
Yeah. Like 27 years ago.
Yeah, well, not just the other day, they executed a search warrant on a house that belongs to Dwayne Keith Davis, who's said to have been inside the car who was carrying the gunman that killed Tupac. Here's Mr. Davis, known as Keefy D, or Keffa D? Keefedy is allegedly affiliated with the Southside Compton Crips street gang. And so on Monday, they took to the home of the suburb, and they took his hard drives and stuff. Krissy made a really good point. Like, this happened well before people had their own personal storage devices.
So when we were first looking this up, I was like, but this happened before people had computers in their homes. What would he have on his computer?
Yeah. So,
Oh.
Kind of.
Sort of. They can see it. We can't. There we go.
There we go. Weird. So the warrant was executed because the items they're searching for could tend to show evidence of motive and or identity of the perpetrator, such as photographs, undeveloped film, insurance policies, and letters, address and telephone records, diaries, and other documents, whether such items are written, typed, or stored on computer disks.
So you're looking for the floppy Ds.
You're looking for them floppy Ds that tell the secret. Ds. So the one thing that really kind of kicked this off is in 2018, Netflix released a documentary about this Mr. Davis's book that he himself indicated he was in the car with the gunman who killed him. So, I mean, like, some people just can't shut the fuck up, and they step in bags of shit like Donald Trump. Like, he loses a lawsuit for defaming someone, so then he defames them again and gets sued again. Like, it's insane. But yeah, in 2009, they actually spoke to police about the murder of Biggie, which was, similar time frame, similar place type of thing. But yeah, pretty crazy stuff. For a cold case of such notoriety to actually have something executed against it like that, it's I just thought it was an interesting world event, as it were.
Well, yeah, definitely somebody for sure knows exactly what
Subway
happens.
came here about 2 years ago. It's still good and extremely cheap.
Subway is the only chain restaurant in the town that we live close to.
We live in such a small area that it's the only fast food. And honestly, I don't mind Subway.
Yeah,
I
like
get
Subway.
the BMT, which the several places I've been to, they don't seem to know what it stands for. So I've determined it's the best meat trio, and everyone that works at Subway agrees with that.
When I go to Mr. Sub, I do have a very particular order that I like, and actually I think Mr. Sub is just Canadian. There's always someone good.
Yeah, it does
down,
have a.
Mr.
I
Sub.
believe it has a.
I think it's a Canadian thing.
I think it has a Canada. Canadian leaf in the logo.
And Subway doesn't make the same pizza sub the way that Mr. Sub does. But Mr. Sub, I get a pizza sub.
Mr. Sub.
I get
Mr. Sub.
the pizza sauce, the cheese,
yeah, it's got a
the
Canadian
meat,
leaf.
and maybe a few strips of onion, and then I get that shit microwaved.
Substantial value.
So
yes.
it's like microwaved meat
A
and
bag
cheese
of
on
shit
a bun.
you can use as fertilizer. Yeah. Hopefully. That's actually the only good Donald Trump could do, is if someone turned him into carbon that could regrow plants in the earth.
What's our most popular takeaway? So probably McDonald's or A&W, except A&W is expensive.
A&W, yeah, it's like a fancy meal now.
Yeah. Tim Hortons is pretty popular.
I would say our top ones are same as like the state, or not the same as states, because the states has some areas like, I know there's like Whataburger and In-N-Out and shit, but so ours would be kind of the generic, the Burger King, McDonald's, A&W,
Tim
Hortons, Subway, Mr. Sub.
Yeah. Oh, so also, okay, Mr. Sub, the theme song used to be, there's always something good going down at Mr. Sub. But we used to always sing instead, there's always someone good going down on Mr. Sub, because it's funnier.
My word.
Jokes about oral sex, lol, lol, lol.
Mr. Sub is better than Subway.
It's true.
However, I mean, it's pretty much the same level of process.
Yeah.
The only other article that we found that I thought would be interesting to just touch on was, you may have heard about...
What is NW?
Oh, A&W?
Oh, A&W.
So yeah, I think it stands for Albert and Wright.
So A&W is probably my favorite fast food restaurant.
All American.
It is better in Canada than it is in the States, though.
Yes.
From what I've heard.
A&W. Fresh, never frozen. It is, I would say, the most, like... You know how sometimes you eat, like, McDonald's and you're not 100% sure that it's, like, the meat parts it's supposed to be?
Yeah.
This is almost more like you went to a barbecue at a friend's house burger.
Yeah.
I think it stands for Albert and Wright.
Their old theme song gives me such nostalgia vibes with, like, the old bear. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Ba-dum, ba-dum,
Hass and Wombats.
Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum,
Oh, sorry, Albert and
bum,
Walter.
Ba-dum, ba-dum,
Oh.
Bum, ba-dum, 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 bum.
Yeah, they had that big chubby...
Yeah, a big chubby bear.
Chubby bear and an orange.
Yeah. Look up A&W bear. And they're like, everything's kind of orange looking.
And so one of their specialties is root beer.
Yeah.
And you know how
root beer is good.
There's they were also known for drive in, not drive through.
Yeah, they don't have it anymore.
Yeah, so they don't have it anymore, but like Sonic in the States has this where you drive up and someone comes out to you and you order, kind of like this Flintstones, where they bring the ribs thing out to your car and it tips over. But they were kind of known for
no, Philip, in the States there's a fast food restaurant called Sonic, which is like literally a drive-in. You like pull up in your car and they come out to you and you like eat in your vehicle and everything.
So the other thing A&W was known for was
Cruising the Dub.
Cruising the Dub. So they had like old cars and stuff. Like you'd go there to get a fucking malt barbecue.
That looks like Moose Jaw.
Yeah, you'd get yourself...
That might actually be Moose Jaw.
I don't think so.
Look at the Dollarama and the...
Yeah, Dollarama. I mean, it could be in... Maybe we can inspect the meta tags here. Yeah. Image from Glacier Media. It could be Canada. Yeah. I get Sonic a lot because I don't have to talk to people. So I had Sonic when we went there, but it was really greasy. Me and my cousin. Had it. But yeah, this was, you may have heard the story. There was a woman who phoned into 911 saying there is a child wandering on this very busy highway, and she gets out of the car, seemingly talking to this child. Phone falls, woman screams, disappears. Shows up 2 days later, and doesn't want to talk about it.
I'm hungry. Me too. I feel like we moved on from fast food so quick. My mind is still on the fast food topic, and I'm just like, yeah, Carly Russell, this sucks, but fast food.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so she went missing in Alabama. She returned home after about 2 days, and didn't want to talk about what had happened. And they're basically like, respect our privacy, while insinuating it may have something to do with human trafficking. She indicates that, she was picked up, put in an 18-wheel truck, blindfolded, and held at a home where a woman fed her cheese crackers. And at some point, she was put in a vehicle again, but managed to escape running through the woods back to her neighborhood. However, in the days before her appearance, when they started digging into it, they found that she had searched things on her phone like, do you get charged if you trigger an Amber Alert? What movie was about a woman's abduction, and how much a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham, Alabama to Nashville, Tennessee is? There was all of the questions too, like how come only one person phoned in that there was a child on like the busiest interstate? Yeah. So it has I don't think it's highly unusual that the day that someone gets kidnapped. Oh, I do think it's highly unusual. The day that someone gets kidnapped, that 7 or 8 hours before that, they're searching the internet, Googling the movie Taken about an abduction. So the cops are a little bit suspicious of what actually happened, especially because there has been that one story not that long ago. There's been several where people seemingly disappear, but they made themselves disappear. But yeah, she had been seen buying snacks and stuff and at the store, and then when they found her car, the only thing that wasn't in there was all the snacks that she had bought, seemingly like she took the snacks with her. So yeah, just a very weird situation. Oh, how many dogs and cats do you have? 2 girl dogs, 2 girl cats, and a boy cat. Ooh. We just have Jinjee and Carl.
Carl is our outside cat who, like, he is our cat, but he isn't our cat.
He won't let us touch him, but we try our best to take care of him. I used to have auto settings, change it to 720 manually. It doesn't freeze anymore.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so I have noticed that the Starlink is fluctuating a bit. It hasn't dropped completely. Yeah, Violetta, also, if you notice, stream is kind of glitchy sometimes. We live in a tiny house in a very rural area, and
we live in a 10-foot by 10-foot shed in the middle of nowhere.
We use Starlink, and it can fluctuate in and out sometimes.
We built ourselves a tiny home. It is literally 10 feet by 10 feet with a loft.
But insulated for Canadian winter.
80% of the main floor right now in frame.
Yes, you have now had the full tour. Yeah. So now I do believe it's the time that we look at the memes, but I think I'm going to have to use the washer.
Well, we have a fan going in the summer. I hate the noise of a fan, usually.
That's a very common thing, a white noise thing. So yeah. It took me a long time to get over that, Mr. Levity, to get over the needing of white noise to sleep, and I'm not that great yet.
I don't mind TV on to fall asleep to, but I hate the sound of a fan. I don't know what it is about the sound of a fan. It drives me a little bit batty.
I have a cousin who still can't sleep without a fan. The one thing I was doing, though, is fans were really drying out my eyes and sinuses, so I would play a white noise sound effect on my phone.
I also don't like that. He plays like this winter sound, and it just makes me depressed because it reminds me...
The sound of cold wind.
It reminds me of like late January, early February, and I just immediately like feel despondent and depressed, and I'm like, no, fucking turn this shit off. I hate it.
I can do actually a decent impression of it here.
I like meditation music. No, I hate it.
But so the thing is, though, if you're gonna try and find a fan white noise sound effect, the problem is it's actually only like a 30-second clip that's been repeated. So you'll sometimes hear that sound, that little where it switches where they've cut it, and that would drive me batshit crazy. So I switched to something that was one really long sound.
What I like to fall asleep to is either like binaural beats or like meditation music,
binaural beats.
Or like old men rambling about history, or random people rambling about like esoteric religion shit. Those are the kind of things I like to fall asleep to.
Yeah, Krissy does indeed love to put like history oriented things.
Well, that comes from when I was a child. My dad and I would go on holiday during the summer, and we would like travel up to Calgary, and when we were staying in a hotel, he would always put on like the History Channel, and I would wake up in the middle of the night to like documentaries about like ancient Egypt and shit. So at some point, I just became like accustomed to waking up in the middle of the night to listening to documentaries about like pyramids and ancient Egypt. And so that is to me what's like comforting to listen to is sleep noise.
Baba Sen. Oh. Does massages. The Cosmic Barber? I fall asleep to Biosat. I mean, we're just trying to absorb the history.
Yeah. The Cosmic Barber.
What? No neck cracking. Okay, because I don't know what to say about this one, Mr. Philip. I don't know. I think that one is more of kind of like a what? What do you sleep to? I can't do the neck cracks, bro.
What? 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 What did you say? What? 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 What?
Okay, so we also decided that we're going to incorporate a Be Right Back screen so we can use the washroom. So I'm basically not using the washroom while my lovely wife is talking. So I'm going to switch it over to Be Right Back while we use the washroom, and then we'll go over the Discord memes.
Yes, meme time. So we'll go on a quick pee break, and then we'll be right back.
I guess we can leave the Jinjee.
Oh yeah,
we can put the Jinjee cam on it
Jinjee
too.
cam would be a great be right back. Be right back.
My name's Jason, and I like Jinjee.
Nasty.
Ah, she knows everything allowed to be sassy on that birthday.
Didn't fart. Did it sound like I did?
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad! Oh, let me grind while I build this rope. Fuck yeah.
Silly hat man's got the silliest willy around.
Can I have the famous wiener in my anus?
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
Thank you. I was saying Discord's not working. Let me fix that. Sorry.
So, anybody have plans for the upcoming weekend?
Yeah.
We don't really.
No, we got to run into town and grab. Still mute? No, we're not. I'm watching it move, you liar.
Oh wait, no, but the Red Cross thing.
Yeah, no, that's something that's supposed to be. I'm going to clean. No, you're not, Jason. Get back here. Get back here now. Oh, Jinjee's back.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Did you wash some sheets? We need to do that.
Invite people. Here we go.
Here we go.
Maybe it's sending the wrong link. Violetta? Give that one a try here and see if that one works for you. I'll update the command after. You guys, just like Shaggy once said, wah, wah. It's freaking time. Hey! We got a new member of the Discord.
Hey!
Thank you for joining. I'm glad that one worked. Drop a hi. Hey, hi there. Whoop, whoop. However, you guys don't get to see. I need to have minor control over what pops up. So,
minor control.
Where are we here? Actually, first up, we got Happy Mask Salesman. Looks like dropping a couple of freaking talks. Wow, you cleaned up your servers?
We did?
Yes, I did, Jason. Yes, I did. He's talking about how my Discord window doesn't just show like 10 billion. So Happy Mask added this one.
That looks like AI. It doesn't look real.
Get this shit out of my face.
God damn it.
I'm not joining TikTok.
Was that a
What? What? Oh, it's got like prehensile lips. There are things that have that, right? Camels, we know, can do that to eat
cactus.
Cactus. That was crazy.
I do like capybaras.
It's like on The Simpsons when Homer screams and his lips go.
I think capybaras are just so cute and weird.
I agree 1,000% that capybaras are cute and weird. So we got another Happy Mask. Sailor Moon. Happy berries are friend-shaped.
Sailor Moon.
We got a monkey appears, spins, and screams. Jinjee was not a fan of that one. He is like alert now. Who let howler monkeys? Hope my Discord name doesn't confuse you. I use it for gaming. No worries at all.
It's fine because Pluviophilian, also known as Jason, goes by Jinjee, which is the name of our cat on Discord.
Yeah,
so
if you see Jinjee saying weird things, it's not the cat.
it's Jason, yeah.
And
Or Pluviophilian, as
Yeah.
you see him in chat.
mine used to be Sheriff McLaw Dog.
Yeah.
And
I
that
think
was
mine just says Krissy, because
Yeah.
I'm boring.
wow. It was, but on Twitch we had a
Yeah.
different. I had started streaming on Twitch, and then my wife was able to join me.
I am Jinjee's Discord persona. Just let me
One
have this.
thing I'm physically disabled, so it's one of the reasons we get an option to kind of hang out in the day for a little bit of time, while my pills are still working, to just have some fun and socialize with some people all over the world. And it's wonderful to meet you, and thank you so much for coming in. So this one is actually a dig at a friend of ours, I think, slightly. What did I do last time? Oh yeah, I remember. Can I get an ice cream? McDonald's. Sure, what flavor? Me. I don't know. I never thought I'd get this far.
So I remember once as a kid, well, we used to go to McDonald's all the time for ice cream, and usually we would get, they would ask if you wanted chocolate or ice cream or like the Twister, which is like the two, right? So most of the time,
like spiralized,
yeah,
right?
it would spiralize the two. And I remember one time we went and we wanted like the spiralized ice cream where it was like the two. But I guess that aspect of the machine wasn't working, so they just put like ice cream and then they gave it like a chocolate hat.
What?
Like
they just blopped the chocolate?
Blopped the chocolate on top of the vanilla. But it just like, it looked so funny because it looked like a little poop emoji. Like, keep in mind, this was well before the time of the poop emoji being a thing. But it, like, if you were to say it looked like anything, it looked like a little poop emoji on top of a regular cone of vanilla ice cream.
Nowadays, that would actually probably be a selling feature.
Yeah, chocolate hat.
A chocolate hat sounds like a sex. Well, I wouldn't advise that one.
Yeah.
If someone offers you it, don't partake. Cat burger isn't real. You can't fall in love with it. Cat burger.
That is so cute.
That is an adorable burger. I mean,
it looks fake.
It would be hard to like bite into its face.
Yeah.
Like this would be a hard part to
You'd
bite.
have to eat it from like ass first.
Oh, what did you... Yeah, we're going to Penis Stone tomorrow with Mrs. Lev, and she's doing a race, and then she's going to a wedding reception. I'm not invited as it's someone from her work, so I'm going to eat pizza and watch Twitch. Honestly, pizza and Twitch sounds better.
Penis Stone is a real place. I believe it.
I wonder how AI pronounces it, or TTS.
Penis tone.
Penis tone.
You have to eat it ass first.
Eat it ass first. I think I might have the quotation. Oh, speaking of appropriateness, I'm buying all my bald friends this shirt. I feel called out by this one, if I'm being honest with you. Slightly called out. They say penny stone. No, it's not. Sorry, the rest
Penny
of the world
stone?
gets to choose.
Sheriff McClaw dog as an egg.
When you agreed to go out and the time to go out is getting closer. Oh, that is... So didn't we recently find out that this was actually like an ADHD thing?
I think so. I don't know.
Because I've always been this way. It's like, yeah, I have an appointment at 3:00. Yeah. So up until 3 p.m., I just can't do anything but think about it.
I remember back in the day when I used to go to shows, like to watch live bands for like 2 hours before going out to the show. I would just like be laying on the floor with like the worst digestional pain from like anxiety of having to go out. Being like, if I lay on my left side right now, perhaps I'll fart a little bit. And if I fart, it'll make my stomach feel okay before going out and having to interact with people.
So farts make you feel better. That's science.
It's true.
We might not be doctors, but we know that science.
Yeah.
Today was ranch day at their school. This is the only appropriate outfit for ranch day if I was to make a guess. Oh, these ones coming in from my wife. I don't know if I've actually seen them. Look, only live action Disney remake I want to see is Emperor's New Groove, and I want there to be no CGI, and I want Kuzco to be played by 2 actors in a cheap llama costume. It's true though, because nowadays people are just getting so tired with the amount of effort and money put into movies that turn out bad. Just give us this.
Yeah.
Give us what was that T-Rex pastor movie we watched? Velocipaster. That's what people want. Velocipaster. This one's unfortunately far too nostalgic.
Yeah.
Animorphs
was so good.
Yeah, when you finish the ice cream and start nibbling on the wooden stick. This is actually the evolution of the generic Canadian male.
It's true.
You slowly...
You're all werebeavers.
Yeah, you become old and hairy and hunched over and chew on the woods.
Yes. Once a month you become a werebeaver.
Velocipaster is awesome.
Look at that pretty face. Did you just wink at them as a sausage?
Velocipaster. It is
How
so
dare
funny.
you?
If you haven't seen so you know how you said you watched...
Power of the Dog, hoping it would be like a good bad movie. This is actually a good bad movie.
Yes. This one is real good bad.
Oh, let me grind while I build this rope.
Yeah, you know when you're a pastor and you get beat up by ninjas?
They followed me home.
Where did those ninjas come from?
Don't skip any of it. Sure, you can watch it.
A troubled priest.
How long has it been since your last confession?
Oh, it's been about 2 years. I do drugs, sell drugs, murder people.
That's just, you know.
A velocipasta. A beautiful girl with a dark past.
Last night was amazing.
What are you talking about?
The time you turned into a dinosaur and ate someone.
What?
Dinosaurs.
You guys all the time about helping people. This might actually be the first time in your life you can.
Yes, he's
By what?
wearing a dress.
Killing people?
Yes.
He didn't have other clothes. Who else is going to defeat the evil ninja?
Oh yeah, the backstory of the other pastor.
Yeah. The final battle. It's top tier.
I would rewatch this movie, to be honest.
We still need to watch Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
I think God wants a lot of people dead.
We still have to watch, Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter.
The one line, that's what parents do. They die on you.
That's what parents do. They
die on you.
This one almost got Skaz banned from Discord.
Jar
Jar Jarby.
Ooh, Mr. Jaja. Ooh, Mr. Jajaba.
I used to pretend to love Jar Jar Binks because I knew how mad it made everybody else. This one is actually kind of I actually seen this one before.
Oh, you did?
No, like when you showed it to me, Like before this moment, I've seen it. Please watch Leslie Nielsen Spy Hard. I think I
saw it years ago when it first came out.
So
Leslie Nielsen is from Saskatchewan. So we're proud
From
of
Regina,
our
right?
homeboy. I think Regina. I don't know. I just know he's from born in Regina.
Born in Regina.
Rest in peace, Leslie Nielsen.
At least he's not around to see this horror.
That's true.
To look at the horror of what a hochu is. So this graph of intersectional evil is obviously different characters' heads and then faces. And as they match up on the diagonal, they're very, very normal. But some of them are just horrendous. Personally, I find Hofield quite horrendous. Actually, most of this column is really bad. Like, even this Sonic, it's so uncanny.
Sailor Chew is really cute.
So Moon?
No, Sailor Chew.
Sailor Chew. Oh, yeah. The Pikachu ones, except for Hochu, work well. Because of Pikachu's cute face. The Sonic is similar, except for this one. I don't like Somer or Garmer. Yeah, where's Somer? Oh, yeah. Or Garmer. Yeah, this one looks like he's got inflated brains or something. Yeah, I enjoyed that one. I'd spent a long time looking it over. Oh, God. Children's books, very important. Everybody poops. Everybody poops. Does my shit look normal? I want... Jason... I think I put bad Jason on that for a reason. With the recent changes to people having to pay rent again, landlord, your rent's increasing by 50% for no reason. Me ordering live termites. Pedro Pascal, the world's new
Zaddy.
Is that what is that?
Everyone calls him. I'm not sure what it means, but I know that he's referred to as a zaddy a lot.
This one is adorbs, totes adorbs, less funny, mostly adorbs. I'm God's silliest little cowboy. This is my horse and love is my lasso. Well, freaking yeehaw, little buddy. Freaking yeehaw. Wild card.
Wild card, bitches!
Freaking yeehaw. I should stop closing it to this one.
Yeah. Does my shit look normal?
Does my poopy look normal? This one was you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was me.
Actually, Frankenstein is the name of the scientist, and the name of the monster is creature _final_final_ this one 3.
Anyone who's made
spreadsheets
or like an image on Photoshop or anything, you know this. You know the struggle.
Stop skipping my memes. They're the best. I only skipped
the goat
shit thing? Dumping in the cereal.
Yeah.
I'm not strong enough. I did have a piece of bread for breakfast, so I have to eat bread. It soaks up my stomachal juices. What else did I skip? Just the boba. Fine, you want to see Jason's boba? You guys like boba tea? Oh. You like boba tea? Jason wants you guys have boba tea. Here's boba tea, just for you. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, some nice milk. Throw the boba in there. Bada bing, bada boom. Sorry, now you're all tortured. That one's so gross. I even put bad Jason in Discord for a reason. Because you bad. Where are we? It made me laugh so hard. When you're half asleep and your body pulls that fake fall bullshit on you. That happened to me once. So, the ultimate bubble tea. So, I was That's the we've talked about this before, being woken up from a dream. I once the only time that happened to me, in my dream I fell off my grandpa's garage. We used to run around on it, and I fell off the garage and went head first, and then I woke up like launched out of, as I hit the ground, launched out of sleep.
Jason, and I like Jinjee.
And I've been told that there's a chance I actually died and woke up as other dimensional Evan. That's what I've been told. And to this day, I think about that, but I can't remember important things. I'm going to be so productive today. Also me. Oh, look at this fucking sleepy cat. They're almost as sleepy as ours. Where's his face? I think it's in this area.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, this is his butt.
It's behind his paw. On his bottom paw. Yeah.
You boy.
Jinjee. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
You can see.
Why is it when you fall out of bed and wake up mid-fall, it seems to take ages before you hit the ground? And yes, I fall out of bed regularly. Really? Are you like a really movie sleeper? Whatever the term would be for that. So cute. Freaking G.
I used to sleepwalk when I was a kid a bit.
My sister, I remember once we went on a family vacation somewhere, and I don't remember where exactly, but I was sleeping on a cot. She was sleeping in a bed, and in the middle of the night, she just sat up looking around, and I was like, stop looking at me right now. And she wouldn't. I was like, Megan, stop it. So I took my pillow and I whipped it at her. And then, of course, I got in trouble. But I was like, at this point, I was still quite fearful of porcelain dolls. I hated them. And something about the uncanniness of her looking at me freaked me the shit out. I have lucid dreams.
Ooh.
I'm a restless sleeper. I fall asleep pretty easily, really often sleepwalk. Once I reach the park, woke up on a bench with Ollie. Holy shit. That's scary.
Oh, your lucid dreams are horrible? See, I want to try to lucid dream.
Potato chips and went back to bed. Yeah, you just told Mrs. Lev that one was, I must have been sleepwalking when I ate all the chips in the house.
I've only managed to kind of lucid dream once, and it was when I was a child, in regards to like knowingly controlling anything in my dream, like with the intent of trying to control something in my sleep. And it was I just went to bed with the intention of, if I remember that I'm asleep while I'm dreaming, I want to try to open my eyes. And then I did manage to do that, and I opened my eyes and then immediately like fell back asleep and back into like normal sleep. That was my only like lucid dream moment.
I've watched Insidious, and I have no desire to lucid dream or astral project because I am scared of it now because of that movie.
Jason, I've had sleep paralysis twice, but I felt very much awake during both of those instances. And the one time I felt like something grabbed my arm. So I don't know. Like, while I'm like, yeah, it's sleep paralysis, there's another part of me that's like, was it though?
Was it?
I still think that sleep paralysis can be induced by ghosts. That's my personal opinion on that.
I gotta get more sleep now than I get more sleep now, so I haven't had... I mean, I think a lot of people, you don't know if you're sleeping or if you're awake. It's so real. Oh, yeah. See, I have like debilitating anxiety, Violetta, like generalized anxiety, and those type of thoughts freak me out. I have them because of damage. I get migraines too. That's interesting. I ingest a lot of legal cannabis, which is supposed to prevent dreaming, though.
Yeah.
Apparently. So, or you don't remember.
I said ghosts, not goats.
I knew goats were evil. My auntie and uncle used to have 2 dwarf goats, and they were absolutely hilarious. Fuck the goats. Yeah, no. Don't do that. Goats are sweet. They're hilarious.
Hey!
excuse me, I'm off to get some ghost's milk. Actually, it's funny that you mentioned that because do you remember that story of that woman who married a ghost? Like, it was like stupid. She's like, I'm in love with the ghost, and she married it.
Oh, yeah.
Now she's getting a divorce from that ghost.
Oh.
Not working out, I guess, you know. But, Mr. Levity, does this thought ever come into your brain? After saying anything to anyone, I've got to get normaler?
I think that all the time.
Oh.
After like probably 96% of my conversations. I'm like, damn it.
For me, I'm like, it's like the first 2 minutes I'm good because it's like, hey, how are you? How's the weather? And then it spiralizes into, I should stop talking.
Like, oh God, they think I'm so weird by now.
They're like, oh man, these people do live in a shed in the woods.
Yeah.
Sleep paralysis. Why are my messages inappropriate? Oh no, I'm just bugging you. It's just a joke. It was a segue, as they call it in the business. Who gets the bed sheets in the divorce? Probably Krissy, because I don't sleep with a lot of blankets. Krissy's the blanket lover.
But we're also not ever getting a divorce, so
Yeah. War staff. Because I love it when you come.
Isn't it like how William Shakespeare left his his wife the second best bed?
Oh.
What? Try again? What happened?
Why didn't that send? No, sorry. I was looking at this meme.
Oh.
Me. This is my horse, Mayo. Friend, he's not even a white horse. Me. Yeah, but watch this. Mayo neighs. Why aren't my messages sending? Test.
Weird.
Papa? Are you making horse mayo? Is everyone making horse mayo?
What is going on?
Interesting. Yeah, let me...
Is anybody
out there?
I mean, I guess if you're having problems typing in chat, we wouldn't know that, so...
Yeah. I'm just gonna do a refresh here.
Hey, we're up to 97 subscribers.
What?
That's so cool. I think because that might have been Violetta.
We almost hit 100.
Yeah, we're 3 away from 100.
Oh.
Are we still streaming? What's going on?
What the?
Many weird things have happened. Many weird things have happened. Oh, but look, it's us.
No, we are live.
Are you streaming if you're not having technical difficulties, though?
Hello?
Am I right?
It seems like... Yeah, it's just not a... This mustn't be an us thing. This must be a YouTube thing.
Well...
Because...
Yep, people type in Discord. We can check Discord.
Oh yeah, that's right.
If you want to communicate with us right now, and you're in Discord, write in Discord and we'll see it. Because something weird is going on with YouTube chat.
Nobody's messages are going through. Refreshing isn't helping either. Yeah, same here. Well, we can chat on Discord, if you guys can see that. This happened once before, but it didn't last this long.
Huh.
I wonder if it's because I don't think it's us.
Yeah. Well, we don't seem to be having issues with our internet.
Chicken farts. Oh, so now chicken farts goes through. Of course. Of course chicken farts works. Let's see if it's highly unacceptable.
Unacceptable condition!
All right.
Unacceptable!
Unacceptable conditions. We are back.
The magic phrase is chicken farts.
The magic phrase is horse mayo.
Cat shits.
Cat shits. Anyway, as I was saying about your non-divorce, there we go. Violetta's back.
Horse
on cocaine.
I'll have to deal with Evan having 4 husbands.
I'll be fine. Yeah, like that one tribe. It didn't read.
No, I think it's
Himba tribe. No,
well, no, the Himba tribe is where
Jinjee's so
it's
cute.
still he has multiple wives, but it's somewhere in like I want to say around Nepal. I'm wrong about this, but somewhere around that area, they practice is it polyandry, where the wife has multiple husbands, and normally what happens is she marries like a set of brothers. So it's done to prevent splitting of the land, because where they are, there's not like a lot of land to be split between families. So yeah, like a woman will marry like 3 brothers, and then like, because you're gonna have a lot less children in a marriage with only 1 woman and 3 men than like a husband, or than a marriage with like 1 man and 3 women.
Yeah.
So it's a form of birth control. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, but would one woman have to basically babysit that many male husband children? You know?
What do you mean?
All
the men raise, because like they technically don't know whose child is whose in regards to the children, like as the father. So they all like act together, like work together to raise the children as their own.
Look what I did. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. I'm gonna leave that because it's funny. Poop that cat. Who gets the and the divorce of the lady and the ghost. I would want 4 husbands.
Yeah.
Well, I just feel like it'd be it might get annoying to have 4 husbands to look after. But
I think actually, if I recall, I remember watching a documentary about it in university, and the one lady, like one of her husbands was like
I agree, Jason.
monk. Or like,
oh really?
Yeah, so I think he was pretty busy doing his like
monkly stuff. I agree with Jason. I couldn't handle disappointing 4 different women. That's the joke. I've heard that one before, where people are like, everyone's talking about orgies. I couldn't even imagine disappointing that many people at once. During lockdown, Gladys Underwood became so bored that, against the advice of her friends, she knit herself a gateway to another dimension full of unspeakable eldritch creatures, which welcome her visits with tea and little lemon cakes. I mean, it sounds like a lovely time. Is that supposed to be what you call it, though?
I would say like the...
Stranger Things butthole doorway.
What? What did you say?
Oh, one to do dishes, one to cook, one to do laundry, and one to fix stuff. Okay, yeah, that's true. And I would never be home. I'd be off with my boyfriend. Someone literally just threw this tub of mayo at me. What the hell, man? Get it?
Yeah. Hellman's.
So good. Oh, we're on. This is the 3rd mayo meme. Can't beat a mojito in this weather. Fucking gross, Scars. You Florida man. You get that out of here. It's not allowed. It's banned forever.
You know, mayo has its time and place.
Actually, I don't know how old I was when I found out mayo was just eggs.
Devil child! Devil child!
Devil child! Devil child! You guys love mayo. We didn't put these memes. Okay, here I go. Here comes the pee. I can do this. Oh God, it's not coming out. The next guy coming next to me is peeing so confidently. Hey, fella, where's your piss? What's wrong? I can't hear you piss. Wait a minute. There's no pee. This guy's just holding his wiener. So the reason I find this so funny is, personally, I'm not good at urinating in public. I have nerve damage, which creates the sensation of having to pee. So sometimes it takes me a moment or two to get the horses out of
the shy bladder.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not embarrassed about my manhood or anything. And if somebody wanted to look more, the problem would be, what the hell you looking at my genitals for while we're in the bathroom? But it's not my jam. I can't do it. And for some reason, as males in male bathrooms, we have decided that it is perfectly acceptable to have urinals with no dividers.
Oh, it's even worse how in like the Rough Rider Stadium it's just a big trough.
Yeah, and so
From what I've heard, I've never been.
The de-evolution of that is the old Saskatchewan Rough Riders North American football stadium. The toilet was literally a long metal trough that everyone peed in. And, you know, if you weren't man enough to just stand at the long trough and pee, you must be weird or something.
That sucks.
And it's like, what are you talking about? I just don't want someone to be like, hey, you enjoying the game? Look, it's a wiener. And like, it has nothing to do with people looking at wieners. It's just kind of like,
it's nice to have privacy when you go to the bathroom.
I sometimes need to focus. You know what I mean? So
you want a communal sponge on a stick?
Not to mention the splashback. In one pub here, they have a tub in the men's bathroom for peeing. I know that in some places up north, or in some places where they do a lot of skiing and snowboarding, they literally just have a door that opens to the outside. And you just go pee in the snowbank, which is fine. But yeah, I don't know. I've just found it weird that, if anything, we should want businesses to build each person like 3 luxury bathrooms for people to use, right? But instead we're like, no, you can use the lowest common denominator in bathroom facilities. Tell me that guy doesn't look like Evan, though. The one with the mustache yelling, wait a minute, he's just holding on to his wiener.
He just needs glasses. It's Evan.
I find that offensive, Jason. You can keep that forever now. I'm just kidding. He's just holding on to his wiener. Yeah, I don't know. It's, human nature. Urination. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
That's just the artist style. Thank you guys for the memes. Thank you for those memes. Freaking awesome.
They're great memes.
We are eternally grateful. Some would say
Friday is our meme day.
We are forever grateful.
Isn't it nice that we have, like, Friday is our meme day?
Forever.
Memes. Friday is indeed meme day.
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
However, I do believe we are going to run into town and get some stuff and things. Not a lot, but we need to restock before the weekend when everything's closed.
Well, I build this rope. Fuck yeah.
Violetta, thank you so much for coming in and joining us.
Yes, thank you for subscribing and joining our Discord.
We try to stream Monday to Friday at relatively the same time. Yesterday we didn't stream because we woke up with no power.
Yeah.
And you're obviously more than welcome to join us anytime you get the chance.
One thing, last thing to check out.
What do we got?
What be this?
What be this? I doubt it is this. Terry Funk. Oh. Jason, you need to understand it's forever. That was for dramatic effect. Forever. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Mr. Levity, thank you. And thank you to anybody who donated on Ko-fi. We appreciate it very much. We have to buy more birdseed and cat food. Jason, take the batteries out of the smoke detector so you can still use the phone. You guys, thank you so much for being here. We'll see you on Discord. Much love. Thank you so much again. Take care. Bye-bye. You have a great weekenders too.
Bye.
Great weekenders.
Great weekenders.
Bye.